Oh, no. I forgot to do something. Oh well. We'll come back to it later. See, now, we go over here to our big friend in the cage. We go to Liliana.
Ah.
Oh, I have to talk with him first. I can't.
Me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family. Even
Sten killed a person's whole family. Well, we have a lot in common.
Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari people.
To be fair, Sten did that because he couldn't find his sword.
Look, you can't make an omelet without killing a few people.
You mock me.
But he didn't even get his sword back. They didn't have it.
Not every omelet you make turns out.
I will die soon enough.
They nursed him back to health.
A proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the dark. If you
And
cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest
Yeah, the
that
Kunari are
take
weird.
his place in the
Just
cage.
in general, though.
Yes.
I don't know.
that's
I think we're gonna get along just fine.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I don't think you can actually get along just fine with
What
Sten.
do you seek?
What do you mean?
Talking to him is like walking through a minefield.
Why?
The blight.
Well, if you actually try to
You
do the
are
ones
a
that
warden, then.
make him happy, like the dialogue options,
Surprising.
it's nearly impossible.
My people have heard
Why?
legends
I've never had that
Sten.
problem. I'm confused.
So I suppose not every legend is true.
You have to try to work out whatever the hell Kunari honor is like.
Farewell then.
to be left here to starve.
If you take him with you, he will be mad at you no matter what you do.
I don't think that's true. I think all you have to do is be a jerk to people.
Nope.
Right away.
And
That's not
see,
actually
instead
true.
of asking, we can ask the Reverend Mother, or we can get Liliana to pick the lock on the cage.
In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Which seems like cheating.
May we proceed? I am.
I actually
eager to
like
be
it. I
elsewhere.
mean, it's in a lot of games when you have lock picking skills and that kind of thing. We're not actually gonna. Yeah, actually, I guess we'll get rid of Alistair and use Sten. He's gonna be more useful in the long run.
Well, yes, considering both you and Alistair are...
Tanks. Yeah, and now there's people
Tanks.
hanging out over there. So we're actually
You
going.
may want to give Sten and Liliana, like, actual armor and weapons.
Well, I was actually going to make a visit to the party camp and check that out.
Well, you can do that, but you'll be missing out on the bears and the wolves and the...
No, you can come back from the camp. The camp, when you go to the camp, no time passes.
Oh, okay.
Go to and from the camp, but if you go anywhere else except the camp, then you're done. What can you do anyway?
Huh.
Stan?
I didn't know you could actually come back from the camp.
Yep.
Because I always go to the camp first when I'm done here.
Yeah, I
But I
usually
didn't know you could
go
come back.
in between. Okay. So I'm fighting with 2 totally unarmored people and a wizard. So I guess 3 totally unarmored people. But it does seem to be working.
Yes, I don't think Morgan's scarf there counts as armor.
Well, it's not her fault she hasn't figured out clothing yet. She lives in the woods.
Yeah. But you figure someone would have told her scarf is not shirt. Never mind, no one's actually going to tell her that.
No. She'll freeze them. That's how these things work. No.
Well,
Don't
that
hit
and
Liliana. Pay attention to me.
Yeah, I don't think Liliana can take it right now.
As fun as it would be to
Sten might
watch
be
them
able
get
to.
brutally murdered over and over again.
As you say.
Ooh, a blood mage.
Which they would.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
I love this guy's son. He's the least expressive character in the game, and that's what makes him the most
Name's
expressive
Bodog
character in the
Philip,
game.
merchant and entrepreneur.
Yeah.
This
Everybody
is
else
my
leans, and
son,
they've got little
Sam.
mannerisms, and he's
Say
just
hello,
totally
boy.
blank.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I
He's
ask
some
what
kind of
brings you out here?
mentally traumatized
Going
kid from the
somewhere?
deep roads.
Possibly lyrium addled. No one really knows.
Complicated. Somehow our merchant
And these guys are
names
going
is
to turn into the
Harvard.
camp merchants.
Thank you for the offer. There may be more excitement on your path than is good for
Merchant
my
and
loyal men.
enchanter.
Allow me
Oh,
to bid
yeah,
you
sorry.
farewell
Merchant and
good
enchanter.
fortune.
Goodbye.
Because, you know,
Now then,
enchantment.
let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Alright.
Shall be done.
People actually like them so much, they came back for Dragon Age 2.
Did they? Neat. I haven't played Dragon Age
Yeah.
2, so.
I'm currently playing it right now, and yeah, he's still awesome. There was this really deep, sad moment where his father was talking about, I don't know what's going to happen when I die, or how he's going to look after himself or anything like that. And at the end of it, Sandral looks at you and says, I like pie.
And there we get our first look at the Archdemon. Which I like the idea of evil dragons. Or demon-possessed dragons.
Not just
or,
dragon.
Well, gods.
Bad
And,
dreams, huh?
Yes.
Drag more like. as
Possessed
in
dragon
tainted
god.
Blood, remember? You see, part of being a
no,
Grey
no,
Warden is
I
being
totally
able to
forgotten
heal
that I
the
drank this
Archfall.
tainted blood, and you
That's
killed
what
these
your
two
dream
guys I've been
was,
running around the
hearing
woods
me.
with.
The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is
Yeah, Alistair's not really good at the whole sarcasm thing.
No.
He tries, I'll give him that. He tries, but Morgan's
Simply
got him
felt
beat.
The Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Yeah, it's neat to me. Like, you keep having these dreams, and you keep having these conversations with Alistair.
I screamed like a little girl.
Little visions.
Yeah,
and
it's neat character building stuff. I wish they did it with more of the characters.
Anyhow, you're up now, right?
Every once in a while, you'll have impromptu conversations with people. I remember Sten's is like, the blight, how will you end it? And he just wails on you. But this is the party camp.
Yeah, Sten is.
I like this idea. It gives you a space where you can talk with all your party members. It sort of justifies the idea that they're all sort of traveling with you, even though
It's good to
only
see you,
3 of
my
them
timely rescuer.
are.
Bodog Philip, at your service
It
once
uses
again.
it as a base in terms of merchants and that kind of thing, so you can access it from anywhere
Is there anywhere
in a way that
safe
makes
for
sense
merchants
within the
and
world.
I think
And they
not.
use it to advertise
I'm
DLC.
perfectly
But
willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence.
Which
How does that
really
sound?
is
Good? Yes?
slightly a dick move.
yes.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman. Won't
Because,
boy?
we gamers are
Like you
programmed
said,
to get rid of those
won't be a
exclamation
bother to
marks.
you and your companions, I
We can't
assure
just leave them there.
you. If you need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise,
It's
come
true.
speak with me.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, more, and when it lets you think about the party dynamic here. I mean, we got a bunch of tents. Although, realistically, most everybody just sort of stands around the fire. But, the dog sits off
Well,
over there. Morgan's got her own fire. She's the only one. And she's got a whole
And she's
setup like
separate
a
camp,
house.
really.
Yeah. It's weird. And here you can access everybody's AI and equipment and level ups and that kind of thing.
It's very handy for organizational purposes.
So, that's the party camp, and we teleported a bit because we stopped and did some logistics crap that you probably aren't interested in. Now we're gonna go back to Lothering and solve some more people's problems.
Indeed.
You notice that some of us have actual clothing now. See,
Or
this
basically,
is
if
when
the
the
Scooby
world
Gang
really
decides to
opens
not
up.
fuck around.
But we're gonna go back to Lothering. I almost went somewhere else because I couldn't find it.
Which is fair enough, since you never actually click on it to go back, ever.
Well, I usually
The only
do it
time you select
once.
Lothering to go to. Oh. You usually do. I don't.
Fair enough. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's a bunch of guys over here, and I'm pretty sure they want to kill me.
They do. You know, because they're hungry.
Heard what was said. You're a warden.
Sten's sword looks awesome.
Kaelin, and make her forgive me. I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack! More enemies ahead!
Oh, it actually leaves a trail of butterflies, too. That's...
Yep. Look at all these guys.
Boy, it's hard. Refugees and... villagers and people who need money.
And I'm just... There's no way to talk them out of this either. They always just...
No, they were all... You figured they would stop when they start dropping like flies.
You'd think.
I mean, none of these guys have armor.
Realistically,
good
they have already
weapons.
decided to attack a heavily armed group of people, which includes magic users.
With what look like butter knives in comparison to what you guys are using.
Yeah. Why does he have a lyrium potion?
It's best not to question these things.
Fair enough. You make a good point. And I think we need to make some poison.
Make some poison
That is exactly how
and
the
revisit.
crafting rules work. As long as you understand what you need to make something, you just go in there and you click on it enough times. Which, to be fair, is reasonably straightforward.
But it is boring enough that no one really bothers with it.
Pretty much.
Herbs in the woods. This will help
Outside of
many
one or
people.
two specific quests.
You're a good sort, you know.
Oh, she thinks I'm a nice person. That's awesome. Sucks to be her.
What's to be done? What can we do?
Yeah,
What can we do?
she really doesn't know what she's dealing with.
No. But we'll just take it where we can get it.
Yeah, that's true. That would be great when the refugees are comparing notes afterwards. You know, they're talking about this awful person who came in, just stabbed a merchant. You know, set up poison traps everywhere. There was one old woman's going, I don't know what you guys are talking about. He really helped me out.
I have the poison that you asked for.
Beast has come on my land. I hope it teaches him a lesson. Yeah. Enough gold to
A lot
cover
of the
any
skeletons are
expense
just
the
lying
next
there
up.
on their
Hey,
floor.
Well, what else are people going to do with them?
I don't know, feed them to the giant dogs?
Well, okay. I mean, sure, that's an option. But really, who's going to do that?
You could use them as bait for the bears and wolves that are about to be a problem.
Spoiler.
Why are you here?
Other things which...
Women are priests or merchants.
This is not Penny Arcade.
Farmers. None of those have
Other...
any fight.
No, other good things about this game is you click on this guy once and it turns in all your
Champions
quests.
of the just.
What's creepy about these guys is they only speak in chantry verses. When bears attack,